let's move on to our last speaker online. We are staying in the hard to abate sector with a glass maker. The company is Hrastnik 1860, and we have Tilen Sever here with us, who is a scientist at this factory and who will present to us the activities in their company.
Good afternoon. So, Stakeholder Hrastnik is involved in the hydrogen activities now for quite a few years. So if I start maybe by very short introduction. So next slide, Stakeholder Hrastnik is actually producing mostly glass packaging that is used in the premium beverages sector. So this is like premium glass spirits. Next slide. So basically we produce approximately 300 tons of glass per day. We have like 600 people employed. We mostly export all of our products and we do quite a lot of development. So we are quite development intensive, so producing small series of exclusive products in the premium segment. So we have more than 200 developments per year. Next slide. This is our portfolio mainly, as I said. So we have like spirited glass packaging. This is for like cognac, vodka, and so on in the let's say premium luxury segment. Then we have some wine glass and also water glass, but it is more for premium segment. And this is quite important for the hydrogen utilization. I will explain the connection. So next slide. Here on this graph, actually, you can see this green bars. So green bars are always good, right? So that means that this is actually a new premium. So basically sustainability related products. You can see that in 2023, no sustainability products were produced, or actually we started in 2023 with a very, very small bar, small sales of these products. And now we will gradually increase this segment. So this is basically product has the same properties, speaking from the technical perspective, from the quality perspective, but it has a future of very low carbon footprint. And this is quite important for our customers because we are energy intensive and we produce therefore energy intensive products which impact our supply chain. And if we can lower the CO2, we are quite lucky that we have end customers on the other part, and they are willing to invest a little bit in this sustainability, and this is actually driving the green transition also in our sector. Next slide. So we have therefore quite severe sustainable goals. So basically 50% reduction in the total carbon emission until 2030 in total. So this is prior the reference year of 2020. We are very dedicated to develop sustainability measures and also to decarbonize and to use more recycled content in our glass, but not only environmentally, also on the other parts that are maybe not so related to today's presentation, but all the sustainability related actions are very important to stay on the market and to have this competitive advantage that is necessary in our sector. So next slide. We also are having very detailed carbon roadmaps. This is just a total, but in general, we need to decarbonize very quickly. The specifics of our sector are that actually our glass furnaces are the main source of the carbon footprint, of the carbon emission, and actually by having a chance to rebuild these furnaces only 8 to 10 years, because the lifetime of the furnace is only 8 to 10 years. We basically have like 3 steps to decarbonize until 2050. So basically in 3 steps, we need to build significantly new technology when we have a rebuild of the furnace in order to be able to decarbonize as planned. Next slide. So based on the carbon roadmap, we have multiple projects how to tackle the decarbonization. Hydrogen is being just one of the measures, but we also investing in the electrification and other, let's say, measures to decarbonize energy efficiency and so on. But what is the most important is that the overall approach is actually hybrid. So this is basically multiple technologies are being deployed on the same furnace, on the same, let's say, for the same energy process in order to be flexible and to offer what the market is requiring. For example, if one customer is willing to pay more for a sustainable product, we are able to decrease the carbon footprint of a melting for a few weeks, and then we go back to the baseline. Of course, these few weeks represents a lot more capex, more opex, operative costs, but if this can be covered, this is still feasible. So we are like searching how for opportunities, how to decarbonize also on that end, and this is quite important also for hydrogen market development, as we will see in the next slide. So next slide, hydrogen in the glass sector is used normally for polishing, but this is just a minor content. So so we can decarbonize is to replace hydrogen with the natural gas that is the main fossil fuel in the sector. And in this way, we can decrease the emissions for 75% in the scope 1 for the melting. Next slide. And this is actually our hydrogen development journey. So we started in 2017 with a small pilot. Then we moved to the industrial qualification. So this is the industrial scale testing and production with hydrogen. We started with two new projects, Horizon projects. One is the H2 Glass project, where we aim to develop hydrogen melting technology on the Tilen Sever for the two main technologies in the sector. And the other is the North Adriatic Hydrogen Valley project. And then the third phase is actually the deployment of the on-site green hydrogen production unit, so the electrolyzer. And actually,